Random and desperate. We're going on a little trip today. Tell you what, we look like Laurel and Hardy. Those two sat
Well, tell you what, I'm not the fat one, I'm the thin one.
And that is the theme of our little adventure today. So I want you to come and join us on this cold, miserable day.
It is cold actually.
It is.
I put my gloves on because my hands have gone, look, they've gone red.
I might have to go in full winter mode.
Oh, my hands are red. Oh God, no, it's not full winter.
Full winter mode. We're at Grange over Sands. We're just going to catch the train to Ulverston. And that's our theme today. So come and join us on this little adventure. In this video, we have reached 10,000 subscribers.
Oh, have you now? Good for you.
Both of us. It's a thanks to you as well. Thanks to you.
Okay.
10,000. Wow. So honestly folks, thanks so much for supporting us over the years. 10,000. Crazy. Well folks, this is where we've come all the way to go to this, the Laurel and Hardy Museum. Looking forward to this one. Well, here we are, folks. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, here we are, folks. We're at the Laurel and Hardy Museum. I always wanted to go in here because there's so much. So when I was a kid, I grew up with Laurel and Hardy, watching it with me aunties, my uncles, my cousins, my mum and dad and stuff like that. And it's cost £7.50 to get in here. And what we're going to do, we're going to have a look round this place. It is a very old cinema. And so what we're going to do, we're going to have a look round and check it all out. Now I was speaking to the gentleman at the front and he said, don't take what you see on the film as actual fiction. Because it was fiction. Because Laurel and Hardy didn't fall out. They didn't. Because they didn't fall out. And they wasn't skint. I'd say there was on, in them days, £75,000 a week. So you can imagine that was a hell of a lot of money. But look at all these costumes. Wow. These are the original costumes from Laurel and Hardy. And he was from here. That's the best thing. He's originally from here. And it just shows you the unique comedy back then is. The unique comedy back then of its generation, of its time. But they was good friends. Now this museum, okay, is $7.50 to get into. And you can sit here as well and actually watch Laurel and Hardy films, which is a good idea. Remember, people come all around the world, all around the country to visit this place. Because even in my hometown in Hyde, they've actually got societies for Laurel and Hardy because they love them that much. Because there was a good laugh. It was proper at the start of the comedy revolution.
Oh, he went somewhere to look for an electric chair. Was there something we could do for you? Yes, a splendid idea. You shall be the first to witness the greatest scientific discovery of the age. It's mine, all mine.
But check all this merchandise all over. all the films, what they made, the books, the merchandise, what was sold. These were world famous. World famous. And it's just a pure collection of people who like Laurel and Hardy. And there they are. There's Dante. Look at them. Now I'm just going to do a quick film for you guys and ladies, then I'm going to have a proper look myself. You can have a drink, a cup of coffee, and even a pint round here. But that shocked me more than not, because the film really doesn't represent the actual the history of them both. That he wasn't skin, and the both was quite wealthy, especially on 75 grand, probably a week. That's what they were getting compared. I don't know if it's their money or our money now. I could speak to the gentleman who, by the way, has got his own YouTube channel. And I will tell you later on in the episode of Laurel and Hardy. But what you read in the film, what you see in the film, is different in reality. And probably he was a lot. He could have been more wealthy, but he married 5 times. 5 times he married. So you can imagine how much that cost him.
There. And they took me to the hospital. Get closer to the phone. I can't understand you. I said that... I said that...
It is a good idea, this, actually, to actually come to this museum. You could just watch these all day and learn the history of Laurel and Hardy.
What do you want? Listen, I'm in a slight predicament.
Well, I like things like this history, and I like things reminiscing of the past. I wondered how many museums there actually is in about Laurel and Hardy, or is this the only one?
You never met my wife.
Hopefully you can let me know, but this is you.
What do you mean, yes, I never did? That's my wife. I've been having a wild party. I've never known it to fail. What? When the mice are away, the cats are always playing around, things, and doing something. If the mice run... I want you to help me clean this
It's the
house.
expressions. Do you know when they speak to each other?
No, you wouldn't.
Great acting.
Yes, I would.
Great
Oh, no,
acting.
you wouldn't. How do you know I wouldn't? Because I'm not going to get married. Will you help me or will you not? Sure, I'll help you. What do you want me to do first? Now, that's the spirit.
And it goes goes dead eye.
Yeah,
But it
that-
weren't him, it was Hardy that did the eye bit when
Yeah.
you didn't expect him to. But I suppose that today's equivalent would have been the Chuckle Brothers.
Yeah.
Well, if you think about it, just things that just go wrong all the time type of thing. And others that have been like it. There's been other couples that have been doing daft things like this.
Yeah. Have a look in there. That is good in there. but he does do the same thing over again, doesn't he?
We're going to sit and watch a film and that.
Yeah, yeah,
Are
we
you going to
could.
stay? Yeah, and watch one.
Get a cup of tea or something.
Yeah. Why is it open?
Yeah, he does it.
Oh, right. Lock it all in.
Just hold that camera a minute. Like that. I can use this as a
Oh, you look like him, actually.
I can use it as a thumbnail. So. But they have loads, they even have clubs now, don't they, for Laurel and Hardy? There's one in Hyde.
Yeah.
So like Sailors Beware, I think it's called. They named them after the film.
In that one that's near Aldi, got Laurel and Hardy.
Yeah, the
That's the one, isn't it?
Cheshire Ring.
Cheshire out ring, Cheshire, yeah.
And I think they're all over the world, and they call them by the films and register. Yeah, Sailors Beware. Yeah, I used to have these. Like,
Don't touch.
what?
It says do not touch. Just you.
I can't read. I used to have things like
Videos, DVDs.
that. Yeah, when I was a kid watching them.
Yeah.
Lots of merchandise, isn't there?
No, well, you don't buy it. It says do not touch.
I know.
Display purposes only.
Just saying the time, there's so much merchandise.
Yeah. See, people in the bottom don't like them.
Yeah.
Actually, you're not meant to cross that line, are you? Or are you?
Of course you are.
Are you? No. Visitors book.
Go on, you put it in, put random and desk.
14th. Bit of 14th, yeah.
Yeah.
Fantastic, wonderful, brilliant.
Oh, fantastic. Thanks for keeping us laughing.
No, it's got a little line.
We'll get a cup of tea or something. back wrote the pictures.
Yeah,
and
I'm sat next to you. Not very good, that one's broken. Ouch. Too busy trying to untuck me anyway.
Them two try to be quiet. Yeah, well, yeah.
See what that dragon is out there. Oh, it's the cat, sir. Let's pretend we're cats. Do something about it.
I think you shut up and said they would make more noise, don't they?
I know.
But you shut up and...
Shoot back. Yeah.
Because it is so predictable nowadays. It's so stupid that it's funny.
I know.
It's just... You don't forget, when these were made, they're good, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There was pictures and the first thing and, you know.
It was all laughing and...
Because then my gran was hysterical.
Honestly, folks, if you ever around here, it's worth getting a cup of tea and watching one of these films. But is it stupid, isn't it?
Yeah. But
Predictable like
See,
that.
look,
Look,
that's it.
yeah, watch. Crash. Now he's going to open the other window. Going to open the door. Now he's going to get lots
it's
of...
got lights out again now.
Watch. What they're trying to do.
Get in.
Yeah.
It's a burglary plate. Oh, look, door's open.
Yeah. Imagine inviting them now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's locked out now. What, you ring the doorbell, you watch.
Oh, I was say that's what I was expecting him to do before, actually. Yeah, he is now. I thought he was going to do it before that.
He's been locked out now.
Will you get me the hammer, please?
Folks, hope you enjoyed that little adventure. Now, the usher, or the person who took our money, is full of information about Laurel and Hardy. He's a major fan. He's got his own YouTube channel. It is called, got it wrote down here, Wally's Films Matthew Copper, and I'll put it somewhere in the description below. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time for whenever the adventure awaits. I tell you, my videos are completely random. You just don't know what's coming next. Great memories.